Make it quick.
Everyone needs to know that you can't sit with your legs crossed.
This is very painful.
Oh dear God. So, hi guys. We've never done like a proper sit down on our vlog channel, so this is a little bit weird to be addressing you in such a formal manner.
I've got my legs crossed and it's really awkward.
It's
just
hilarious.
pretend I'm not being awkward.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. So we wanted to do a quick update video on where we've been and why we haven't posted in like 3 weeks. I'm sure most of you have probably already known. Excuse me, you're interrupting what I am saying. Excuse me. Life has been absolutely crazy and we thought that
So crazy.
it'd be easier to just kind of catch you up in one big vlog. So we're currently in Byron Bay, for those of you who don't know, but let me rewind to the last time you saw us, which was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So as you guys know, we have had a house guest for, well, literally since like the beginning of March, end of February. It's been good, but it's just hard to share your space with someone else, and especially in such a crazy time. And we're in the process of moving overseas and moving our entire house and bringing a dog, and what are you doing? And it's been an absolute gong show, and I've definitely had a few panic attacks / anxiety attacks in the past month, and that's totally sucked. Early February / mid-February, we started organizing for Lola to come across on Jet Pets. That took a while, getting all the emails back and forth of figuring out what to do with Lola, and I think we might do a separate video on our experience with that. But long story short, she is coming on the same flight as us, but underneath in cargo. They won't let you travel with pets in the actual plane, so she has to go all by herself for like the 15-hour flight, which we're slightly terrified about.
And you have no idea what's coming, do you?
None. Around that same time when we were kind of organizing Lola's stuff, we were also organizing a sea can to take the majority of the stuff that we're moving, and it goes in a big crate on a ship and goes across to Canada.
They said that it would take 10 to 16 weeks for it to get there, so we're kind of freaking out trying to decide what we're going to take, what we're not going to take, because we're not going to see it for months at a time. Lola!
No more. Stop throwing it. She thinks she needs to get it. As Glen was saying, we don't really know what we need to pack, especially for like work for myself, like clothes and makeup. I'm not going to see it possibly until July. So it's kind of like, okay, well, what do I need to continue making videos or to continue doing things or make different content more than anything? And also like things like household items, like your bed sheets or I don't know, your silverware, or like we could have easily repurchased in Canada, but there was a few things that had sentimental value, or like Glen's grandpa purchased our silverware set and we really wanted to bring things like that, therefore we wanted to send it, but what are we going to eat with until it arrives? You know, like things like that. Or what are we going to put on our bed until it arrives? I'm not going to buy a brand new doona. It's one big clusterfuck of you don't really know what to do or how to proceed, and that was definitely a stressful thing.
But her giant collection of cat cups all made it, so it's all good.
Don't worry, the important things are packed. The movers came on the 16th, and it was an absolutely hectic day. They came around midday, and there was 2 of them, and they literally packed everything. Like, we weren't really able to pack anything or pre-pack, and the reasoning is when things go through customs, if we had packed it, they would have to go through everything, versus if the certified moving company packed it, then they would basically write on their checklist of this is all the inventory that's going, and it goes through customs much faster. And
you can insure it.
Yeah, and you can insure it all, and I don't know. Glen really liked it because it was easy for him to kind of pick out what things he needed of like...
Yeah, well, I don't have much stuff. I just put all my stuff in about 3 tubs and then just put it downstairs, and I said, yep, put that stuff in your boxes. But you had, I think there was all up, there was 78 boxes all
Something like that, close to 80.
Yeah, so 72 of them were yours.
Well, that was the hardest thing though, is that they're going like, oh, can you give us an estimate of how many boxes?
Oh, yeah.
And you genuinely think like, oh, okay, like I'll fit my shit in like maybe 10 boxes. He'll need a couple.
We quoted them 17 because I go, I'll give a bit more. I'll say 17 boxes. Because they were big boxes. Like,
they're huge, but like...
You could fit in them. You could fit in them.
It's just hard because like, it's also the fact that like, things got packed that didn't mean to get packed. Like my laundry basket. Fuck, I forgot. Like,
a $5 empty laundry basket.
Right, it was a friggin' Kmart laundry basket, and it got packed because I wasn't watching what they were doing, and I just said, yeah, okay, like everything along that wall, and then I went to like go direct the other person, and I came back, and my laundry basket was gone, and it's a cheap ass laundry basket, but it's fucking huge, and then that goes into a box. And there was dirty laundry in my laundry basket, and so I'm like, oh my god.
Lucky Lola wasn't in there.
I know, could you imagine? You have to pay for that, and I was no way planning on bringing that. It just ended up getting packed. So, I don't know, it's definitely going to be interesting trying to unload things. Realistically speaking, if we find an apartment in Vancouver and like we're ready to go and then the shipping container arrives, then we have 10 days to let that shipping company know, like, hey, come and bring our stuff to our house, and they'll unload it for us. But if we don't find an apartment and the shipping container arrives, like, we have to collect our shit within 10 days. So, like,
got
we're
a bunch of shit and no place to stay.
Right? So it's like, what do we do?
I will find somewhere.
Yeah, but you don't want to settle on an apartment that you're not keen on, you know? So it's a little bit terrifying, and as someone that suffers from anxiety and worrying, like, it's definitely been something that's been a hard thing for me to try and organize. I think also the fact that there is no black and white in this situation, there is no like best practices, it's just like, here you go, do what you can with it, and I'm horrible in situations like that. So I've been very grateful that Glen kind of keeps his head on his shoulders and knows what to do, or at least you fake it really well. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
But, yeah, so that's kind of...
Should you tell them about the speeding fine?
Oh, fuck. So the movers were at our house, they were just finishing up, and I was like, we really, really wanted to get this rug from Kmart. Like, there's these gorgeous big circular rugs. They're beautiful.
Mind you, the movers were already pissed off at us because we told them 17 boxes and they had to get more, and they were going like, why do you have so much stuff? This is ridiculous. There's 116 pairs of shoes in this room. And then right when they were like probably an hour off finishing, they're like, hey, we're just going to duck off to Erina really quickly just to pick up a rug.
And they just gave us the biggest dirty eye. But like, we paid them a fuckload of money, so therefore, like, it's not, you know, just package, just do it.
So I was rushing.
And we got pulled over and got a speeding ticket. And by we, I mean Glenn. It had nothing to do with me.
The cop was like, I don't know why you didn't look behind you. I was following you for like 5 or 6 blocks and you overtook every car. And I'm like,
you weren't driving dangerously, you were just driving fast. And it was around like an area that was safe to drive fast because you know the area well, but like...
It was only 10 over, so it was fine.
And realistically, how many people go 10 over? Like everyone.
Yeah.
So we were just the ones that were caught. But anyway, long story short, on the way to Kmart, we got a speeding ticket. And then on the way back from Kmart, while the movers are still waiting at our house and really pissy, we got the news that Glen's grandpa has cancer, which is fucking shitty and the absolute worst timing in the world, seeing as we're just about to move. So it's been a pretty shitty couple of weeks.
It was a crazy day.
Anyways, so long story short, everything was a complete clusterfuck this month, and it was one thing after another, and it has almost gotten to the point where we just didn't know whether or not to laugh or cry. You know, like, fully had a few of those moments of like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Holy fuck. And I'm just really excited for things to go back to normal, I think, and have a routine and not stress about you and immigration rather than stressing about me and immigration.
Yeah, that's another thing. Shit.
Like, there's just so many little things that obviously we knew we'd have to deal with, but now that it's actually like the time has come, we have to deal with it now, and it's just a lot more than anything. So, I don't know, moving overseas is stressful as fuck. I really wish that we had the type of job / we're the type of people that were able to just kind of sell everything and start over. And that's another thing, like Glen has been literally selling everything of ours online, like on Gumtree, on eBay, to friends, like anything that we could kind of sell, he's been selling. And like going back and forth with people wanting to buy stuff. I don't know if you've ever sold anything online, but there's a lot of clusterfucks of just assholes who just ask you stupid questions about the things, and you're like, can you please just Google that, please? It's just things like that where there's just so many things that you just don't want to be doing, and yet you're doing it. I did that big garage sale at Kirribilli Markets. That's how you say it, right? I think. And that was really good, but I didn't get everything sold, so now we had to deal with the rest of those clothes, and I don't know. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of things.
But we're in Byron Bay now.
Yes.
And we're just having a couple of holidays before we move, so it's relaxing.
And when Glen says holidays and relaxing, we filmed every single day.
I mean, filming in chaos.
There's absolutely been no relaxing. We had one beach afternoon, and the rest of it's just been working, which is fine, and we're grateful to do it, but I'm excited to kind of have everything pre-filmed and ready for when we move back to Canada and then not do fuck all for like a good week and a half. Like it'll just be heaven.
Settle in, yeah. That'll be nice.
I think that that's the majority of everything that we needed to catch you guys up on.
Yep.
Thought it was easier to just sit down and do it in a video like this rather than kind of do it in little spurts throughout vlogs. Just thought it was easy to do one video. But that's where we're at. I hope you guys have been really, really good. I love that you guys have been enjoying our videos on my main channel, so that's pretty cool. I've been filming some really sweet content for there. We do have one Byron Bay vlog that'll be going up the day after you see this. The bad news is that we didn't vlog anything past that point in Byron. The good news is we filmed a shitload for my main channel. Like, we've been filming every single day. There is a really cool like weekend lookbook outfit video coming out, and there is going to be a Byron Bay travel and style diary style video coming out. We filmed everything that we did in Byron. We just didn't vlog style film it, if that makes sense. It's just prettier and more aesthetically pleasing, and
you guys are going to like it. We got some cool stuff.
Yeah.
I took the drone up and I flew it over the lighthouse and stuff, and then a ranger chased me. It was epic.
It's been crazy. But tonight's our last night in Byron, and I'm going to edit this video and edit a TMI Tuesday and get those videos up, and then I have a very, very busy few weeks ahead of traveling, which I am really excited about. I'll explain more in a future video. Look on my main channel and my TMI Tuesday for information on meetups. I'm going to be doing some meetups before I move back to Canada, so I hope you guys can come if you're in the area. But that's everything, so yeah, let's end it. That's it.
Cool.
That's all. High five. We fucking did it. That was a lot of information. Thank you guys so much for watching, and hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and stay tuned for the first and only Byron vlog tomorrow. We'll see you guys later.
See you guys.
Mwah.